Hello, learners. I am Parikshit Saikia, and welcome to this very exciting session on Unacademy CAT-alyst. This is CAT 2023 LR Foundation, and in LR Foundation, we are doing linear arrangement. Gonna be an exciting class, amazing case that's lined up. So let's get started. Okay, my favorite slide. CAT 2022 toppers, 75 plus learners from Unacademy have scored 99 plus percentile, and 110 plus learners have scored 98 plus percentile. Yes, the biggest festival season is out here. January 12th to January 18th, we are giving flat 25% off on our subscriptions, right? Flat 25% off. So if you are planning to buy an Unacademy subscription, remember to make use of this offer which ends on January 18th, flat 25% off, and use the code Parikshit Live, which is there on your screen. Because if you use this code, you will get extra discount. That's benefit number one. And benefit number two, this is the only code which will get you free mentorship from my side. Yeah, you heard it correct. Free mentorship. What's free mentorship? It's all about helping you beyond your class hours. So at any point of time, if you have a doubt, if you have a query while practicing at home, let's say you're solving questions at home, you have a query, you have a doubt, you can connect with me one-on-one over a call to get your queries resolved. That free mentorship is only available for those of you who join Plus using the code Parikshit Life. Yes, Unacademy Scholarship Test, January 15 to January 20 and January 29, 12 to 1 p.m. Do register. And yeah, Plus courses. Two new Plus courses. Complete course on PNC started on 11th of January, right? Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7:30 to 9 a.m. And then a complete foundation course on LRDI started 12th of January, every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 7:30 to 9 a.m. So basically, Monday to Saturday, 7:30 to 9 is gonna be your Plus sessions, Quants and LRDI. And yeah, a free class I'm taking on Saturday. This is a free class which I am taking on Saturday. Okay, CAT 2023 free class on LRDI magical sets. Saturday, 14th of January, 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. It's a free class on the Unacademy platform. The link to this class you can either get by going to my profile or by joining my Telegram group. I'll share the link in the Telegram group, or you can go to Unacademy, go to my profile, and you'll get it. Yes. Let's get started with today's course. Okay. First caselet on your screen. I'll give you 2 minutes. Give it a try, and then we do it together. It's an amazing caselet. Amazing caselet. Lot of learning. And if you are able to solve this caselet, trust me, you'll be good with the chapter. 2 minutes, all yours. Give it a try. Give it a try. Okay. And then we will solve it together. But definitely give it a try. Remember, the best way to learn LRDI is when you try it yourself. And I keep telling my students, LRDI is just like a jigsaw puzzle. You got to try fitting the different pieces, right? Different pieces. Many a times these pieces will not fit. Remove them, try out a new piece, and something or the other will have to fit it, right? Just that, how quickly can you solve is the catch, right? That's LRDI for you, nothing more. These are just puzzles. Give it a try, right? And if you get the answer, you type the answer in the YouTube comments. Okay. Okay. What I will do is I will request students who probably will watch the recordings to pause the video, give it a try, and then do it together. And those of you who are viewing it live, we will do it together, right? Otherwise, if you're viewing the recordings, please pause the video and definitely give it a try first. But for those of you who are doing it live, let's get started together. Okay, let's start. 7 men A to J have parked their cars in a row. The cars of E and F should be next to each other. Okay, there are 7 cars parked in a row. So let's draw that. Let's draw that. 7 cars to be parked in a row, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Next, cars of E and F should be next to each other. So E and F are next to each other, right? So it would either be EF or FE. EF or FE in any order. Correct? Next, cars of D and J should be parked next to each other. So it can either be DJ or GD. DG or GD in any order, right? Next to each other. Whereas A and B cannot park their cars next to each other. So A and B cannot be next to each other. So A and B, I will just cancel it out. They cannot be next to each other. But B and D must park their cars next to each other. So BD or DB in any order, BD or DB in any order must park their cars next to each other. And then they say C's cars is parked to the immediate right of G's cars. C is to the immediate right of G. Now think about it. Now think about it. Let's look and analyze G. Let's look and analyze G. Remember, C is to the immediate right of G. So can I say GD is not possible? GD is not possible. Why? Because GD may D is to the immediate right of G. GD may D is to the immediate right of G, but they are saying C is to the immediate right of G. So that would mean GD is not possible. We cannot have the sequence GD, rather it would be DG. Rather it would be DG. And you know what? They are saying, what is parked immediately right to G? C. C is to the immediate right of G. So DG say, that's going to be the order. DG say, that's going to be the order. Right? I think I have taken notes, okay, of every sentence that was there. Now we have, with the sentences, we'll have to start because there are no other clues. So till now, what I have got is, I have DJ. See, can you see? I have D, J. See, these three I have got. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else you have? Remember, it could be BD or DB. BD or DB. DB is not possible because on the immediate right of day scenario, in this scenario, you have DB. Immediate right of day here, they are saying is bay. Not possible. The circle is not possible. Why? Because we know that immediate right of day, we have got G. Immediate right of day, we have got J. So the only possibility is B. So I think I have got 4 of them. I think I have got 4 of them. It should be a good start. B, D, G, C is the order. So I took care of DGC. I took care of the last one. A and B are not next to each other, and it is EF or FE. So let's start. So B, D, G, C. These 4 I could figure out. But the problem is there are 7 blank spaces. There are 7 blank spaces. So where will I put B, D, G, C? So it could be 1, 2, 3, 4. So B, D, J, C. This is scenario 1. Scenario 2 could be, B could be a number 2. So it is B, D, J, C. Or if B is at number 3, B, D, J, C. Or the last possibility could be number 4, B, D, J, C. Correct? That's it. And you should know that A is not next to B. A is not next to B. That's also given to you. Okay. And E and F are together. E and F are together. EF or FE in any order. Fine? Okay. Now think about it. Now think about it. A and B cannot be next to each other, and EF and FA are together. So scenario 1, is it possible? Absolutely. A is not next to B in scenario 1. In scenario 1, A is not next to B. Awesome. A can be at 5, 6 or 7. So anywhere you can place A. Let's say you place A at 5. E and F will be in 6 and 7 in any order. But scenario 2 may, there is a problem. Scenario 2 may, there is a problem. What is the problem? The problem is E and F should be together. Now think about it. If E and F are together, the only possibility in scenario 2 will be at number 6 and 7. So EF or FE. EF or FE, these are the only 2 consecutive empty spaces. But moment you put E and F together at 6 and 7, the only place left is number 1 where A will come. the only place left is number 1 where A will come. Not possible. Why? Remember, A cannot be next to B. A and B are not together. So can I say scenario 2 is not possible? Can I say scenario 2 is not possible? Scenario 2 is not possible because A and B cannot be together. So I'm going to rub scenario 2. I'm going to rub scenario 2. This is not possible. So let's look at the new scenario 2. Let's look at the next scenario. Okay. Let's call it scenario 2 only because the old scenario 2 got deleted. This is the new scenario 2. Is it possible? A cannot be next to B. If A is not next to B and E and F are together, the only place in scenario 2 where A can go is at 7. What about 1 and 2? It will be E, F or FE in any order given that EF and FE are next to each other. EF or FE are next to each other. Right? Okay. Next, scenario 3. Scenario 3. Now think about scenario 3. In scenario 3, again the same thing. You have 3 blanks, 1, 2 and 3. A cannot be next to B. So A cannot be at number 3. A cannot be at number 3 because A is not next to B. A cannot be at 2 also. A cannot be at 2 also for the simple reason E and F are together. So if A is a number 2, E and F will have A in between. Not possible. So the only possibility is A will be at number 1. A will be at number 1. In that case, E and F will be at 2 and 3 in any order. 2 and 3 in any order. Clear? Clear? And scenario 1, may I know A is either at 5 or at 7. In scenario 1, A can either be at 5 or at 7 depending on where E and F are. 3 scenarios. We have written down all the 3 scenarios and I think we are all set to get started. I think we are all set to get started. Okay, so let's look at the questions. Number 1, if A is not next to C, A is not next to C. Now think about it. Then what is the position of A's car from the right end of the row? Okay. Now think about it. A is not next to C. So in scenario 1, A cannot be at 5. Why? Because if A is at 5, it will be next to C. Can A be at 6 in scenario 1? No. If A is at 6, E and F will not be together. Remember, E and F are together. So the only possibility is A will be at 7. A will be at 7. Right? So if A is not next to C, what is the position of A from the right end of the row? So A can either be from the right end. A can either be the first one from the right end. First one from the right end. In scenario 2 also, A is next to C. Scenario 2 may A is next to C. Not allowed. Not allowed. A is not next to C. So scenario 2 is invalid. And in scenario 3, A is not next to C. In that case, A will be at position number extreme right. That's it. So answer could be either scenario 1 or scenario 3. Extreme left or extreme right can be A's position. Meaning A can be position 1 or position 7. Answer is option D. Answer is option D. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Clear? Easy? Easy? Yes? Okay. So let's just rub the purple color because it is relevant only to this specific question, right? It is relevant only to this specific question. So I'm just going to remove the purple color from it. Okay. So question 1 is done. You cannot carry data from question 1 to the next one. Okay. Next. If F does not park his car next to A, F does not park his car next to A. Now think about it. Where can, which is parked in the left extreme. Okay. Now they are saying A is parked in the left extreme. A is parked in the left extreme. That's question 2 for you. Okay. Left extreme. In that case, we are not talking about scenario 1. We are not talking about scenario 1 because A is not in the left extreme in scenario 1. Can it be scenario 2? No. Why? In scenario 2 also, A is not in the left extreme. Remember, A is in the right extreme. But question is saying A is in the left extreme. Not possible. Can it be scenario 3? Absolutely. Why? Scenario 3 may A is in the left extreme. And they are saying F is not next to A. F is not next to A. In that case, E is next to A, right? E will be next to A. So E will be at 2 and F will be at 3. E F is not next to A. मतलब A अगर 1 में है तो 2 में E होगा and 3 में F होगा, right? Question is, which of the following men can park their cars between the cars of E and G? 2 and G is at number 6. E is at 2 and G is at 6. So which cars are between E and G? So between E and G, you have 3, 4, 5, which is F, B, F, B, D. So what is F, B, D? F, B, D, right? F, B, D, मतलब इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन D. Option D. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Any doubt in this that you have and wish to ask? Clear? Clear? Okay. Let's go to the third one. Let's go to the third one. Third one. Okay, just going to remove the purple color because it is relevant to the previous question only. Okay, F, B, D. Okay. Third one. Let's go to question number 3. Okay. In how many ways can the 7 cars be parked in a row? 7 cars be parked in a row. Okay, now think about it. Let's come to scenario 1. We'll come back. Scenario 2. Scenario 2 may how many possibilities are there? How many possibilities are there in scenario 2? How many possibilities? 2 possibilities. It could be EF or FE. EF or FE. So there are 2 possibilities. In scenario 3 also, there are 2 possibilities. Can you see? It could be AEF or AFE. It could be AEF or AFA. There are again 2 possibilities. Right? What about scenario 1? Scenario 1 may, think about it. Where can A go? A can be at number 5. Will you agree? A can be at number 5. If A is at number 5, 6 and 7 could be EF or FE. A is at number 5, then 6 and 7 could be EF, one scenario, FE, another scenario. So two scenarios out here. Can you see? If A is at number 5, it could be EF or FA. 2. Or there's one more possibility. A can be at 7. A could be at 7. A could be at 7 as well, right? If A is at 7, again, there are 2 possibilities. If A is at 7, 5 and 6 could be EF or FA. Another 2. So can A be at 6? No. If A is at 6, E and F will not be next to each other. And the question clearly says E and F are next to each other, right? That's what the paragraph at the top tells you. So total kitna hua? 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 2, 8. Answer is 8. Answer is option B. Answer is option B. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Clear? Okay. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Okay. Let's continue. Next. Next. Number 4. If A parks his car to the immediate right of C. Okay. A is to the immediate right of C. So in scenario 1, A is gonna be at number 5. In scenario 2, A is gonna be at number 7. Scenario 3, not applicable. Why? A is to the immediate right of C. But in scenario 3, A is not to the immediate right of C. So we are not talking about scenario 3. We are looking at scenario 1 or scenario 2. Question is, which of the following cars can be parked in the left extreme? So left extreme could be A in scenario 1, in scenario 2, or in scenario 1, it could be E or F. So which cars? E, F, or A? Which cars? It could be E or F in scenario 1, and in scenario 2, it could be A. So E, F, or E, F, or left. They are saying left, right, left. I'm picking up the right. I am picking up the right. I'm picking up the right. Left pucha hai. So left could be B or EF. B, so in scenario 1, it is B. In scenario 2, it is EF. So B or E or F is answer option D. B or E or F is answer option D. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Any doubt on this? Are we clear? Are we clear on this? Yes? Okay. Let's try out the next one. Let's try out the next one. Okay. 5, 6, 7. Let's try this out. Let's try this out. Okay. Give it a try. I'll give you 2 minutes. Give it a try, and then we'll do it together. And then we will do it together. I'll give you 2 minutes. Give it a try. Not a difficult one. Not a difficult one. Give it a try, and then we'll do it together. Another case that on linear arrangements. Another case that on linear arrangements. Okay. Give it a try. You get the answer. You type the answer. You get the answer. You type the answer. Not a difficult one. Logically सोचना. Try to take every clue. Even if you miss out one clue, you will not be able to solve it. Even if you miss out one clue, you will not be able to solve it. Okay. So take every clue as you read. Take every clue as you read. Okay. So I think people who want to try can always pause the video and give it a try. And for those of you who want to do it together, let's start. Let's start. If you want to try, you can always pause the video and give it a try. Okay. Otherwise, let's do it together. Chalo, start karte, start karte. Let's give it a try. Okay. 7 people, J, K, L, M, N, Y, and Z, sit on a bench in such a way that some of them face the north and the remaining face the south. Wow, this is important. Some are facing the north. 7 people are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why is this important? Which direction are they facing? Why is that important? That is important because whether they are facing the north or the south will determine their left and right. Think about it. A person who is facing the north, let's say this guy is the north, so this side will be his right, and this side, the other side will be his left. Same as yours. Same as yours. Same as yours. Someone who is facing the north. But in case a person is facing the south, his right and left will just be opposite to yours. Will you agree? If a person is facing the south, his right and left will just be opposite of yours. Just be opposite. So remember that whenever you're solving a sum, if a person is looking towards the north, his left and right are same as yours. Your left and your right, same as the person facing the north. But your left and your right will be opposite to a person who is facing the south. So that's very important. Okay? Very, very, very important. Okay. Let's continue. Let's continue. J sits third to the right of Y, who is second to the right of M. Okay, now for a problem है because I don't know which side they are looking at. Unless I know which side they are looking at, there are again two possibilities. J sits third to the right of Y. Now, do I know which side Y is looking at? If Y is looking towards the north, J will be in one side. If Y is looking towards the south, J will be on the other side. Right? So we don't know. But I think the good part is they are clearly telling you Y is facing the north. That's an amazing statement in such questions. When we don't know the direction and one clue is telling you in which direction a person is looking is an amazing clue. So they are saying Y is looking towards the north. Y is looking towards the north. I don't know where is Y. I'm not saying position 2, but somewhere Y will go. So let's put it here. Let's put it here so that you don't get confused. Let me write it on the right hand side of the board so that you don't get confused. So somewhere you have Y and Y is facing towards the north. And they are saying J sits third to the right of Y. Third to the right of Y. Third to the right. So first right, second right, third right. J is third to the right of Y. Right? And we know Y is facing the north. And we also know Y is second to the right of M. Y is second to the right of M. Second to the right of M. Now, which direction M is, I don't know. Which side M is facing, I don't know. Now, think about it. There are two possibilities here. There are two possibilities here. There are two possibilities. Think about it. There are two possibilities, and I'll show you both the possibilities. Okay, I'll show you both the possibilities. What are the two possibilities? Y is second to the right of M. Second to the right of M. Now think about it. Second to the right of M could mean if M is out here, M is out here, okay, in the second scenario, and is facing the north, Y is second to the right of M. Y is second to the right of M, right, in scenario 2. What about the top diagram? The top diagram may M could be out here. If M is out here and facing the south, in that case also, Y will be second to the right of M. Will you agree? So there are two scenarios, scenario 1 and scenario 2. One of the two is a possibility. One of the two is a possibility. So if M is facing the south, Y is second to the right of M, scenario 1. And if Y is facing the north, Y is second to the right of M. Both are possible. Next, they say J and M face different directions. So in scenario 1, J and M is facing the south, so J is going to face the north. In scenario 2, M is facing the north, so J is going to face the south. Clear? Next, M sits at an end. Wow, awesome clue. M is sitting at an end. Now think about it. In both the scenarios, if you compare, M is sitting at an end. M is not sitting at an end in scenario 1. So scenario 1 is not possible because it clearly tells you M is sitting at an end. Meaning we are looking at scenario. We are looking at scenario. Correct? Awesome. I think we have got 3 alphabets and their directions as well. I think we are going good. Next. N is second to the right of J. N is second to the right of J. Okay, we already have J. J is looking towards the south. N is second to the right of J would mean N is out here. Remember, J is looking towards the south. So J ka right side will be opposite your right. Correct? Next. Neither K. I hope you remember that M is sitting at an N. If M is sitting at an N, we can come back to our original figure and place M. We can come back to our original figure and place M, right? So you have M. M is sitting at an N. It was given to us. You would have Y out here looking at figure 2. Look at figure 2 and try to place the figure numbers. N and then one space and you have G and G. M is looking towards the north from our figure. Y is looking towards the north from our figure. And I don't know, J is looking towards the south. Say it? Okay. Next, neither K nor L sits at an N. So N is position 7. So position 7 may you don't have K. Position 7 may you don't have L. There are only 3 people remaining now. There are only 3 people remaining now, out of which 2 of them cannot be at 7. So who is the only person who can be at 7? Who is the only person who can be at 7? Can I say Z is the only and only person who can be at 7 because there are 3 human beings remaining at this stage, out of which K and L cannot be at 7. So the only possibility is Z will be at 7. Z will be at 7. Correct? Next, K is second to the right of N. Now think about it. Second to the right of N. Now, if N were to be looking towards the north side, N ka second. So N ka second may, so it is 4 plus 2 or minus 2, right? Depending on which direction it is looking. Plus 2 may, it cannot be 6. Why? Second to the right of N can be either 6. Remember, N is at 4. N is at 4. Second to the right, because we don't know the direction of N, it could either be plus 2, 6 or minus 2, 2. 6 तो नहीं possible है. Why? Because J is there. That would mean K would be at 2. K would be at 2. And you know what? They are saying K is second to the right of N. Right side of N is K. So in that case, N has to be facing the south. Because if N is facing the south, only then K will be towards the right of N. And you got it. Who is the only person remaining? L. L will be at 5. L is to the left of Z. L is to the left of Z. Left of Z. Z ka left hand side. Matlab Z must be looking towards the north. Otherwise, if there Z is looking towards the south, number 5, L will become to his right. So Z must be looking towards the north. And you are done. No 3 consecutive people sit in consecutive positions. No 3 face the same. No 3 people sitting in consecutive positions face the same direction. Okay, now think about it. 1 and 3 are facing the north. 1 and 3 are facing the north. That would mean 2 cannot be facing the north. Why? Because if 2 also faces the north, there will be 3 people in the same direction. Consecutive people in looking at the same direction. Not possible. So that would mean K must be looking towards the south. Similarly, 4 and 6, can you see, are looking towards the south. And no 3 people sitting in consecutive positions face the same direction. That would mean L must be looking towards the. Otherwise, if L is looking towards the south, you will have 3 people facing the same direction. Not possible. Correct? And you are done. And you are done. So let's look at the questions. How many people sit between K and L? So K is at 2. L is at 5. How many people are between K and L? 2 people. Option B. Next, who sits second to the left of K? Second to the left. K is looking towards the south. So second to the left will be number 4. Second to the left will be number 4, which is option C. N. Next, what is the ratio of the number of people who face the north to the number of people who face the south? So north कितना है देखो. M is facing the north, M is facing the north, Y is facing the north, L is facing the north, Z is facing the north. So 4 people are facing the north. 4 out of 7, 4 of them are facing the north. So obviously the remaining 3 in the south. Ratio is 4:3. Ratio is 4:3. That's it. It's a brilliant question. This is the toughest level they can get. I mean, right? The CAT papers that can get, right? They will not give you the direction. They will say some are looking towards the north, some are looking towards the south, and it is for you to decipher that. Clear? Okay, I'm looking at the YouTube comments if there is any doubt. Okay, great. Okay, just to remind you, tomorrow, Saturday morning, I'm taking a free class on LRDI. And in this class, I'm going to solve some magical caselets. You are going to see some magics in LRDI. Tomorrow, Saturday, 14 January, 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. You are going to be seeing magics in LRDI. It's a free class and all of you can join this. Where do you get the class link? You will get the class link in my Telegram group. What is my Telegram group? Parikshit Sir _ CAT is my Telegram group. 14 January, Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And just a reminder that plus sessions have started. And you know what? 25% का discount चल रहा है. It's one of the biggest festival offer on Unacademy. January 12th to January 18th. 25% flat off on Unacademy Plus and Iconic subscription. But remember to use this code Parikshit Live, which is there on your screen for maximum discount. If you use this code Parikshit Live, which is there on your screen, you will get 2 benefits. Benefit number 1, maximum discount, maximum possible discount, okay, of 25%. And second, this is the only code which will get you free mentorship from my side. What is free mentorship? It's all about helping you beyond the class hours. So at any point of time, if you have a doubt, if you have a query, okay, while practicing at home, you can connect with me one-on-one over a call to get your query resolved. That free mentorship is only available for those of you who join Plus using the code Parikshit Live. That's it for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed the session, and I'm going to see you in my next session. See you then. Happy learning.